Hi, Juliet, and welcome to ECE 428 Issues in Early Childhood Education. Yeah, just go over a few things here with my SBC, the syllabus, and kind of how this course is set up. If you will notice here at the beginning, in the latest news, it's also in the news and announcements, I have got my personal Zoom meeting link set up. That will be for my office hours. If you want to meet with me during those office hours, you sure can. You just have to click on the link. I'll be active during those times during my office hours, and I'll talk about those in the syllabus that you can join in with me. Okay. It shows here on the calendar that we meet on the 15th, which is a Friday at 7:30 a.m. That will not be the case. The calendar, there has to be a placeholder for every class in my SBC, Genzabar. They put in online classes on Fridays for a half-hour time slot. Okay, this will be a full online class. We will not meet over Zoom unless you guys request some time to meet over some topics, have questions, etc. We can do that. Okay, so but this is an online class, and it's really kind of set up as I don't want to say it's self-paced, but there's a lot of reading, there's a lot of research, and there's a lot of writing that goes on. With this class. Okay, just so you are aware of that up front. Okay, and so as we jump into the coursework piece, you will kind of see what I mean in terms of reading and writing and research. Okay, there is no textbook for this class. I take information, I take articles, I take research, and I have you guys do some work with that. Okay, so for example, for this week, for this class, there's an article review that is due on Sunday. Okay, all the assignments for this class will be due on Sunday. Okay, and so you have an article to do. Okay, we have let me think, 9 articles throughout the semester that you will need to read and review. There's not one each week, but there's 9 of them out of the 16 weeks. Okay, and so you have to do some reading with that. Read the article, review it. They're not 50, 60 pages long. Some of them are a little bit longer than others. Okay, so give yourself at least a couple hours to read and write a review or a summary on those articles. Okay, so the directions are there, but anytime you see an article review, your job is to read that article and then analyze it. Okay, talk about. There's some questions within the directions. Okay, to no, not all of them. I guess I'm thinking about something different. But a minimum one-page reflection or summary of the article. Okay, that you read. Okay, so make sure that you're paying attention to these articles. Okay. And then also throughout the semester, we're going to have presentations. Okay, so you're going to choose a topic of your choice. It can be about something that you have read about in the articles, or it can be something that is of interest to you. But it's got to be something related to early childhood, and it doesn't have to be an issue, but it's got to be a topic in early childhood. Okay, there's lots of topics with early childhood that are currently in the news, like family engagement is one, funding is one, probably the two that are more recent or more have more press, I guess. Maybe I'm not sure the right word to say there, but so you have 4 presentations throughout the semester that you need for presentations, I mean that you can put a PowerPoint together. You can do a video. You can do a screencast-o-matic, like I'm doing now, and put that together, record it, upload it. Okay? However you want to do that, that is up to you. Okay? But there's 4 presentations that you have to do throughout the semester. Okay? The other thing we have is we have 3 journal entries. And so what I mean by journal entry is basically if you think about like people who write journals, right? They write their thoughts down. They write things they're thinking about, issues they've had, struggles they've had, triumphs they've had, etc. So in these journal entries, I just want you to do some free writing about the topics that we have went over or talked about, discussed, read, researched so far. Okay, and so there's 3 of them. So You can talk about the things in your presentation, maybe some things you learned, maybe some things that that you didn't agree with that we read about, whatever it might be. It's totally open for you to write about. Okay? So 3 of those journal entries. Okay? And then 2 other big things to do are research papers. Okay? Your research paper, again, is over a topic of your choice, but the different articles I've put in here are topics that you could use for a research paper. Okay, the research papers should be in depth. You need to have sources, okay, to cite to support what you're talking about, and so work with me on your topics, okay, for your research papers and even for your presentations, because I can help you find information on that, give you some guidance on where you should go with those pieces. So you get 2 research papers, one at midterm and then one at finals. So those are your two large assignments for this semester. So this course really is about reading, doing research, and presenting your information. Okay, so I will be here to guide you through that. Each week. I'll send out some short little videos, talk about assignments, but also we'll be helping you by providing feedback to you through your completed assignments. Okay, so please make sure you take a look at this first article this week, write your review, and have it uploaded by Sunday at midnight. Okay, coursework is going to be where you're going to find most of your information. Okay, in the resources tab, which I also use, I've got some information here about the portfolio, the electronic portfolio that you guys are still a little bit away from having to complete that for your graduation from your bachelor's, but that is there. We'll talk about it as well. Your articles, they're also connected to the assignments, but they're here in the resources tab as well for you. Okay. Currently no bookmarks, but I will, if something comes up or I come across something that is of interest, I will add it to the bookmarks tab and let you know. There is no discussion forum for this class currently. If something comes up or some questions or some things I want you guys to discuss, I will put that in there. Okay? The syllabus will be the next thing that we'll go over real briefly. I mean, I've covered a lot with the coursework that is typically in the syllabus and kind of the most, important thing in the syllabus in my opinion, but we will go over that real briefly here as well. So your coursework, your resources are the 2 biggest tabs that you will use for MySBC. Okay, remember, course calendar, we do not meet at Friday morning at 7:30. Okay, here you can see my office hours: Monday and Tuesday mornings. Monday and Tuesday afternoons 3 to 4, Wednesdays 10 to 1. Thursday and Friday mornings 8 to 9 a.m. Okay, or by appointment. So if you want to set up a Zoom meeting with me and these times don't work, just email me or text me or call me and let me know. Okay, my cell phone is there. Work phone, if you call my office, I probably will not be in there, but if you leave a message, it will get to me through my email. So if you want to get a hold of me quickly, text me, call me on my cell phone, or send me an email and I'll get a hold of you. Okay, again, like I said, no textbook. Okay, this course is supposed to be towards the very end of your bachelor's program in early childhood, and it's not quite there yet for you guys, but it's fairly close and it will work. Okay, so but there's emphasis, like I said, research and writing, okay, about topics of your choice in early childhood. I've put some stuff in there with those articles, but really you will choose some topics that are of interest to you and do a lot of digging and research and writing into that. Okay, one thing I will need you guys to do before you take classes next semester is pass this Praxis 1 test. Okay, we'll talk about that. I'll send you some information on that to make sure that you can get that done. Okay. The objectives follow right along with that stuff I just talked about in terms of research. Okay, research, write a paper. You're going to do 2 papers. Okay, look at collaborative research. We're not necessarily going to do a thesis statement, but we're going to work through that and understand kind of what some of that thesis component is. You will actually do that without knowing when you're writing your research papers. Weekly writings, monthly presentations. So we've got that covered in the articles. And also your 4 presentations throughout throughout the semester. Okay, several of the articles and things that we have involve Native American students and Head Starts, preschools, etc. We would have or tried to be involved in the activities in the immersion program or the language nest. You will be right in the thick of that, so that will be good for you. But we do have some videos, some sim school stuff that we could potentially do with that as well. Okay. This attendance policy is just a general blanket policy that we added in there for the COVID components. This is an online class, so we will not meet 1 hour per week. And 2 hours per week for homework. You will have you'll have videos each week that I will share with you on maybe some topics, your assignments, etc. And then you will have probably at least 2 hours of work per week, if not more, reading articles, writing, doing research, etc. Because when we do those research papers and components, you can't just wait till that week to work on it. That's going to be something you're going to want to do work on ahead of time. Okay, maybe an hour or two each week for a couple weeks or 3 weeks before those components are due. Okay, so make sure you take a look at those due dates. Okay, so for attendance, you have to be engaged in class. You have to be engaged in my SBC. Either turn in an assignment, communicate with me through email, text message, or calling about assignments, about the class, etc. Okay, so you have to turn stuff in for me to count you present. Okay, and you have to be engaged. Okay, I wouldn't say you have to turn stuff in, but you have to be engaged with my SBC or with me each week in order for me to count you as present. Okay, so if you have questions about that, let me know. But please just communicate with me back and forth about things. Okay? This class will not be canceled because it is online, so we will always have something to do. Okay. Again, this is a brief overview of the class schedule and the course schedule, but this is all on the coursework section of my SBC, and that is a better description of what we will be doing there. Okay. And then students with disabilities, Derek Stewart is the disabilities coordinator. You can call him at this number. He will get back to you if you have questions or concerns about a physical, medical, social, emotional learning disability that you might have that impairs or kind of causes you issues in classes. But if that's the case, please let me know. I can help you with modifications, adaptations in this class. Okay. Brief overview of the syllabus. If you have questions on the syllabus, please let me know. Email me, call me, text me, whatever that might be. Okay. So just a quick review again. Coursework. This is the area where you're going to find all of your assignments and information. Read this article, review it, summarize it, analyze it, minimum 1 page, and then upload it to me. Okay. I don't know why that says not included in final grade, but it is included in final grade. I will make that adjustment. Okay. So make sure you're paying attention to that. I will send out weekly videos here to you guys, either Sunday night, probably Monday morning, for the week's activities that will be happening. Okay. So check out the coursework tab. Also, a reminder under news and announcements that I have posted my personal Zoom meeting if you want to join me during office hours. You want to meet from time to time, or you need to meet over Zoom, and I can do that to help you with stuff. Okay, so take care. Good luck. I look forward to working with you through this class, as it's kind of a class based upon your interest, your topic in early childhood that you want to learn more about or do more research on. Okay, take care. We will talk to you soon. See you soon. Have a good week.